name is Analia. I'm Black and Filipino from South Seattle, and I'll be a graduating senior from Garfield High School.
My name is Cuba. I'm also from Seattle, and I'm a senior graduating from Garfield as well.
My name is Elim, and I go to Edmonds College. I'm a first year there, and I'm from the Habesha community.
38% of sixth graders said that there's no harm and no effects of marijuana at all. That's scary.
Wait, for your guys is like if you guys when you guys were in middle school, I don't know if you remember, but like my middle school, they taught us about like they let us know that it's harmful and stuff. Like, do they not do that in some schools, or is it?
I tell you, they definitely did not do that in my school.
Really?
No, I mean,
Wow.
I remember when I switched middle schools in 7th grade. I was the first time I ever seen like people my age vaping. Like I had never thought about vaping.
Okay.
But like seeing them go out and vape and stuff and like having one in their backpack, it was crazy. It was very shocking. It was like a culture shock.
Okay, so you didn't even know like
No.
they even did it, let alone about the harms. And
No, yeah, they're not talking about the harms at all, and they would say out their mouth there is no harms, and I think that's part of the reason why there's 30% of sixth graders saying that there's no effects because their peers are telling them that.
Exactly. Yeah.
They don't really realize. They know that they're smoking marijuana and doing marijuana, but they don't care about the side effects until the side effects get to them, and then they like realize, oh, this is happening right now.
Adding on to you, I think the reason why they don't care about the side effects is when they start, they're like, oh, this is just a one-time thing.
I feel like all youth start smoking more as like a social thing.
Some people might not know because they might think they're different. I'm different. I won't be like that. It's okay. I've heard of that so many times. I'm like, no, come on. A lot of people are like, I don't really even smoke like that. I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, oh, I just do it once a week. I'm like, what? Okay.
Social thing. You're going out with your friends and maybe you don't like being drunk. So you're going to try smoking. And now you just do it every time you go out with your friends. And now it's a habit. I feel like that's definitely how it starts for most people when they're not trying to do it to self-medicate and to get away from a certain reality. It always starts with just doing it on occasion and to have fun with your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Hearing the real like the symptoms of like basically withdrawals is honestly it's kind of scary because of the amount of times I've seen people, I guess, withdrawing right in front of me, and you're not really realizing that they're withdrawing from like a substance. And just as someone would be withdrawing from like a hard drug, they're doing it with marijuana too, and it's just crazy because no one's really thinking about that, and they're just kind of brushing it off. It's kind of scary. But it does explain why some of like my peers act the way they do, especially when they're not on the influence and when they are under the influence. Because especially when they're not, you see things like being real irritable, not being able to eat, like having no appetite, and just not being in a good mood until you smoke. And then now they're okay and everything's fine. But people just check that up to, oh, yeah, I just need to smoke. People hear that and it's like, oh, if they're using it for cancer, I could use it even though, I'm completely healthy. But like, I wouldn't go through chemotherapy if I didn't have cancer. So I also shouldn't be using marijuana if I don't have cancer or glaucoma. I think the aspect of social media plays a role in like how it affects youth just because of how far of a reach you can get through social media. Like, you can't necessarily talk to 10,000 people at once, but on social media you can make a post and somehow it reached 10,000 people. So now 10,000 people are hearing the dumb stuff you have to say, and it like contaminates the pool of information. Because that's how misconceptions are created. Just people just making random videos and it goes viral on accident.
Anything could go viral too.
Anything could go viral.
Anything. Like if a 12-year-old saw their idol or their favorite actor or something they use marijuana and doing all that, then I feel like they'd be like, oh, if he can, wow, he's a great person. Why can't I,
Like, I've been watching this person for 5 years.
And
since to find out they smoke. Yeah, like, you almost, it's like, so people create parent figures through social media, and they look up to those people so much that anything they say or do, they're willing to do themselves. It's like, if a influencer posted this one brand, I wanted to buy that brand now. It didn't even matter if it aligned with my beliefs.
I know, right?